Vocational Biblical Studies, a mark in my soul. Summer, summer, summer. What to expect about it? Some go swimming, others leave the country. But I did something bigger. I went obligated and came back as a new person. I found a greater God, something bigger than before. Suddenly, I felt the need for it, thirst for Him. It was like an adrenaline rush, and it all happened in 5 days. 5 days starting from now. I believe that people can change for good in the name of God. I've been translating for about 3 years now for the Sugar Creek Baptist Church volunteers that have been coming for the past 14 years. These people come here to evangelize small towns and together with Living Water International build a well, all in a range of 5 days. I think it's a very nice trip. It's like a getaway from the real world where you can focus on something else. Every year it's almost the same. First, we arrive at Palma Real where we have lunch. Then the buses come and they are loaded. After that, the translators go on the hot, stinky big bus. Where there, we head to the Hotel Sanabria in Tocoa. This year, our community was Nueva Macales, somewhere further down Sonagera. We arrived at the hotel at night. We unloaded, had dinner, and then got some sleep. Monday morning was an odyssey. The food we were taking was on one table. People were grabbing their food, coming and going. It was a mess. We made it through, and a couple of bumps later, we arrived at Nueva Macales and split out. I was on the VBS, Vocational Biblical Studies team. We are the ones in charge of teaching the kids who attend the local elementary school. People started approaching, which was normal, but as the day passed, more and more older boys were approaching, and I felt a little rush in my body. I got nervous and felt really uncomfortable, but I made my way through. On Wednesday, a boy named Joshua came by. He was a little boy around 10 years old. He was barefoot, and his clothes were all dirty, just like the kids that didn't attend school. He was a troublemaker and went by bothering the kids at school. That same day, Abraham, who's one of the volunteers, approached him and started talking to him. Apparently, Joshua had dropped out of school when he was in 4th grade. Abraham started talking to him on how important God was, and Joshua seemed interested. But at the end of the day, Joshua had agreed to continue learning about God even after we left. It was so amazing what a little 12-year-old kid can do. Honestly, I think I wouldn't be capable of doing that because obviously I was not devoted to my religion as Abraham was. I mean, he's only 12 years old, and honestly, I felt bad. I go to church once in a while, but he went almost every weekend. He knew more about the Bible than I did, and for a while, I felt ignorant. Some of those kids were not even allowed to go to church, but they were so willing and excited to go. I felt kind of bad for this because I had all the means to go to church, but still I didn't attend or wasn't as devoted as I wished. The week ended and we had to leave, and it was so sad because those kids didn't want us to leave. By the end of the week, the kids had learned something, and so did I. At first, I thought religion was for older people, but now I see it's also for us teenagers. I felt my bond with Jesus had to be strengthened, that I had to make honor to my religion by making a bigger effort to get closer to Him. Also, I realized that the youth from small villages are more devoted to their religion than people from big cities. It's somehow true because I saw more children and young people at church, and here you only see the elderly and some kids in between. That's when I also thought that I had to be more involved in church. I think that now that I'm old enough, I can decide whether to participate in such things or not. So that's my story. How some little kids make me value what I had and get closer to Jesus. I believe that people can change for good in the name of God. I just saw it happen.